Hi, welcome back. Hello, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. This is virtual YouTuber who travel around the electronic world and real world, K-Rei is coming here. Finally. Also, thanks for coming to my stream. Also today, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And how was on your lovely days? Have you already eaten your dinner? Actually, I haven't eaten yet, but recently I don't have enough appetite to eat breakfast and lunch and dinner. So recently I often take a meal for once a day because I don't have an appetizer in my daily life recently. From I ate a lot of oyster in Hiroshima just 2 weeks ago. I don't know why. Maybe you know the oyster has a full of ingredient and supplement, vitamin and so on. So I ate a lot of oyster. It's about 25 piece of oysters. So that's why my ingredient, how can I say, 栄養栄養って英語でなんて言うんだっけ Nutrition. That's why you know my nutrition for need a daily life is already enough for me because I had a lot of oyster. Anyway, today also I wanna introduce my experience or travel to European countries. Day 2. From the continuous from tomorrow, yesterday. 今日はですね、昨日に引き続きヨーロッパ旅行の2日目を、みんなと一緒に見ていきたいと思います。で、2日目もですね、フィンランドのヘルシンキにいます。よかったらゆっくりしていってね。So today I also want to introduce my experience for traveling European countries. The day 2 is also Helsinki in Finland. I hope you could have fun. Okay then. From yesterday, without further ado, let's begin. From yesterday, I ride on the tourist bus and see around the inside of Helsinki cities. 昨日に引き続いて、見ていくんですけども、昨日は確かこのヘルシンキ市内を観光するバスに乗ったところで、終わっていたかと思います。なんで今日はその続きからやっていくよ。Yeah, I remember that I remember that yesterday I finished the time when I get on this tourist bus and getting off. So I will skip at this panorama bus cart. Sorry, my tongue doesn't work for now. Slow stutter. Things like a slow stutter of Regigigas in Pokemon. I'm so sorry. Alright then. Let's do this. でとりあえずこんな感じで、バスに乗りながらフィンランド市内を観光しましたっていうところで昨日は終わったと思いますので、ここからみんなと一緒に見ていこうかなと思います。Yesterday I finished at this part when I getting off the tourist bus. Today I will start from the next part. After getting off the bus, I went to the Central Park near to the port. And there are a lot of indigenous, indigenous goods like accessory and cups and so on. It was interesting. There are a lot of indigenous goods and traditional indigenous goods like accessories, dolls, and cups, cutlery, and so on. Yeah, that was interesting. I touched the indigenous tradition of Finland. Yeah, that was interesting. Oh, this was one of the popular fast food of Finland. The Finland sausage and the sausage sandwiches. The sausage was sanded with bread. So it seems to be delicious, but I didn't order. But yeah, if I had a chance, I wanna try it. Grill makara means, I think, it's a grilled sausage. And this cuisine named as lihapiraka. Yeah, it's difficult to read read finish. It's difficult to read finish, but the interesting point of Finnish is so you can read Finnish characters by using the knowledge of Roman characters and almost Finnish words was combined one syllables and one vowel, so it is easy to read. It is easy to read it, like liha pilaka, grili makara, like that. Yeah, it is the good way to read Finnish. But however, I didn't know the meanings of it. I didn't know the meaning of them. That's my regrettable. Yeah, each food seems to be very delicious. Oh, this is one of the menus of demise. I don't know how can I say demise. Opening food stand. Yeah, this is one of the example of menu. One of the example menus of the opening food stand. Yeah, it seems to be very delicious, but is it little expensive? Don't you think? Is it little expensive? For example, the salmon soup costs for 11 euro. It's about 1,800 yen for a cup of soup. Is it little expensive? But yeah, salmon is very delicious, and so recently salmon is also getting to expensive foods, expensive ingredient. So it's little understandable. But yeah, the one dish is for over 10 euros. So in other words, it costs over 1,800 yens for one dish. It's a little expensive for the sensation of Japanese. It's ちょっと高いね。日本人の感覚としてはちょっと高いかな。I think it's little expensive for Japanese people's sensation. But yeah, anyway. Each dishes seems to be very delicious. And you know, the Finland is the Finland is also the coastal country. The Finland coast were touched on the Baltic Sea, so there are a lot of fishes, and one of the most famous, how can I say, 名産 one of the most noted fishes in Baltic Sea is salmon. So that's why every food stands push on their dish as a salmon. And after then I decided to go the Suomenlinna castle. By riding on this boat. The Suomenlinna is a castle, how can I say, fortress, which is used in the era of World War II. So I decided to go and touch their Finland history, touch their Finnish history. The Suomenlinna fortress is stated on the near to Helsinki city, and this fortress is floated on the sea, Baltic Sea. Yeah, it's like that, and composed few islands. Yeah, you can go there by ship. Water bus, in other words, water bus. Yeah, you can go there by using water bus. Yeah, it was about 30 minutes, I think. Yeah, inside the boat was warm. Inside the boat was warm temperature. So I enjoyed the pleasant floating journey for 30 minutes. Yeah, this water bus was quite a first. The water bus left from the coast, left from the shore. And aiming for the Suomenlinna fortress. Yeah, over the right side coastal line, we can see the Tallink cruiser. Yeah, that was too big. This cruiser connect the two cities between Helsinki and Tallinn, Estonia. And yeah, this is the appearance of inside the water bus. Yeah, the inside water bus was warm temperature. So I enjoyed the pleasant journey for 30 minutes while riding on this water bus. Well, yeah, I really thought that there are a lot of islands and floating rock near to the Helsinki Sea. Excuse me. Excuse me, my throat doesn't work well today. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, these houses are so cool. These houses are so cool. It was built on the island, this tiny island on the rock shell. Yeah, so very cool. Yeah, it's a very cool building. How about it? It's so cool. And also a large mansion also built on the such a tiny rock islands. It's so incredible. But it's a part of the Suomenlinna fortress. But I didn't visit there. But you can see the fortress wall built around this large mansion, and you can see the gun hole. You can see the gun hole from the wall. And this gun hole obviously seems like a fortress wall. and the water bus running through the beside of the part of Suomenlinna fortress. And each island were connected to the tiny bridge, like what we are seeing in front of the screen. Okay, alright then. Yeah, finally the water bus arrived at Suomenlinna fortress. Yeah, there are a lot of tourists. And yeah, you can see these words, Suomenlinna Seaborg. Suomenlinna Seaborg. This is a fortress entrance. There are a lot of tourists, and everyone has put on their warm clothes because it was the February winter. It was the most coldest season. So yeah, everyone put on the most warmest clothes in their travel. And yeah, I take the Japanese guide. Yeah, this is the whole appearance of Suomenlinna fortress. The Suomenlinna fortress was composed on 4 islands, and this fortress was built for the protection of Helsinki city from the Baltic fleet of Russia Empire. And this fortress was used in the era of World War II. Yeah, this fortress was constructed for protection from the Russian Baltic fleet. But however, after the time passes, this fortress was used until the end of World War II. And this fortress composed of the 4 islands. And the interesting point of this fortress. So I went this fortress islands by using water baths. But if in the winter the port and sea were cold because of their coldness in Finland, you can walk on the ice and and aim to go this fortress by walking on the sea. Yeah, that was one of the interesting point. Yeah, one of the most important fortress point in the ancient Finland. Yeah, the fatherland will not be happy without you. It is one of the place of Suomenlinna Museum. Yeah, I think this phrase was said by this this man. Seems like one of the great man, which is attached to the construction of this fortress. Yeah, the fatherland will not be happy without you. It's good phrases. I really like it. Anyway, this is the history of Suomenlinna. It seems like this fortress was constructed on 1748 and it was used until the end of World War II. And now, and in modern days, 1991, this Suomenlinna fortress was added to UNESCO list of World Heritage Site. Yeah, as you can listen on this video, there are guides who can speak English, so everyone can hear and understand of the, of the display. If you can understand the English, there's no Japanese, description. Yeah, this is such point, but nothing can be done. Construction. Yeah, this is the appearance of Suomenlinna castles. And model, 模型. This is a plastic miniature model of Suomenlinna Castle. The construction of Suomenlinna Sea Fortress began in 1748. It is an irregularly shaped bastion fortress built on rocky islet. The fortification were placed on the bastion fault line in such a way that they provide cover for each other with the aid of cannon artillery and deter the passage of enemy ships. The fort was mainly built from stone walls and that was excavated on the island and involves reshaping of the customers of the terrain and shoreline. Okay, after getting off the ship, I feel little hungry. So I went to the convenience store in this fortress island. Yeah, this convenience store is the only stores was open in this in this fortress island. So there are a lot of fresh vegetables. A lot of fresh vegetables were sold. And also you can buy some sandwiches. And freezer food and so on. Yeah, I bought sandwiches. I bought sandwiches and Coca-Cola at the store because I was hungry. But yeah, the interesting point of this sandwiches case. This sandwiches case was made of plastic case. So if you buy sandwiches in Japan, the almost package of sandwiches were made of plastic film. So I was surprised at the packaging of the convenience store sandwiches. Yeah, I felt little hungry at the time, so I bought Coca-Cola and sandwiches. Yeah, I think this is only church were stated on this island. Yeah, this church was also big. Yeah, as you can see, I walked to the building. And the whole buildings doesn't display on this camera. So as you can see, this building is too large. Shiori Ame, thanks for coming to my stream. Welcome back to my stream. So today I introduce my experience of traveling Finland. So day 2, I was in Suomenlinna Sea Fortress. Yes, Suomenlinna Sea Fortress is one of the UNESCO's heritage sites in Finland countries. So this fortress is floating on the Baltic Sea. But yeah, it will take 30 minutes by riding on sea bus, water bus. So it was not too far from the Helsinki main city. Suomenlinna Hilakko. Oh, there is a description. Suomenlinna Church. Yeah, those were two big buildings. But yeah, the door was locked, so I couldn't enter inside of this church. Yeah, as you can see this illustration, this church is too big. And after seeing the big church, I continued to walk inside the Suomenlinna Sea Fortress. Yeah, there are only few people. I don't know. It's because COVID-19's influence, or it's just only the unpopular sightseeing spots. I don't know why. But the beginning of I enter in this sea fortress. The entrance, there are many people near to entrance, but I couldn't see any people after passing through the entrance. Everyone, where are you going? Where are you going? I don't know, everyone were disappeared. Yeah, it's like that. The old buildings. Yeah, such like a rock. All the buildings made of block was too rough appearance, but it was very cool. And yeah, this building, you can see in front of the screen is the Suomenlinna Museum. And this building contains museum and cafe and shop for souvenirs. Yeah, there are some souvenirs in Helsinki city. And this is in the World Site Heritage, was used as a fortress. So there are some military things. There are some military things miniature model and doors and ship model and so on. Also this is interesting exhibit. Yeah, it is field gun. You know the way of using this weapon, field gun. Yeah, as you can see from the description, this field gun made in 1794. The country was Sweden, and barrel class was 6 pound. 6 pound for field gun. Reconstructed ships or casemate gun mount frame pine, axles and wheel, oak, wrought iron, surface finishing. Placement did wood tar paint. だってさ。そうなんだ。Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, it's rough appearance, but it's cool. And then, yeah, this is a Suomenlinna Sea Fortress miniature model. Yeah, this is also the field gun. Cannon from 1712 used in Suomenlinna. During the Swedish rule, the maximum number of cannons at Viapolis was 700. This cannon was among that number. The range of the muzzle-loaded cannon was approximately 800 meters. The cannons were placed inside fortifications in bomb-proof vaulted chambers, also known as the casemates. Yeah. 当たり前のようにね、日本語訳はないっていうね。As a matter of course, there are no Japanese translation. Yeah, as a matter of course, there's no Japanese translation. Only English, Swedish, and Finnish. So you can see the history of Somen Linna by swipe this screen. What kind of wait a minute. And this guide described that what kind of fortress was Somen Linna. And here describes the history of Somen Linna fortress. Swedish copper bearers and coins from the mid-18th century. Oh, this is an old Swedish coin. During the first 18 years, approximately 90 gold barrels of French money was spent on construction in Valladolid and Degardie. French paid allowance to Sweden in order to maintain a military alliance with the country. Gold barrel was a unit of measurement, which equated to the value of 100,000 copper talers. Let's see. What is that? A part of floating at watchtower that stood on Seychelles Island. Seychelles Island, I think, is one of the Finland island. One of the island near to Helsinki. And cut hoil and shovel. And this closes is business overlays. Overalls. 囚人服ですね。And then this weapon is mortar. 迫撃砲ですね。Well, and this is the appearance of inside the museum. A workboat from the 18th century. Yeah, I think 18th century, I think the Vikings were finished around the 18th. I think Viking was finished around the 18th century. But this boat must be built built by the know-how of Viking, I think. 9 boats in addition to ships were brought from Swedish Pomerania to Viapoli in 1760s to form the foundation for the archipelago fleet. The boat displayed here was built from oak felted in the middle 18th century, most likely to the south or southeast of the Baltic Sea. In the early 20th century, the boat was repaired with new oak parts. Therefore, this boat may have been part of the original Swedish archipelago fleet. だって。What is that? The Swedish military rifle and bayonet and Russian 1891 military rifle and bayonet. Yeah, this is a this is a Swedish and Russian military rifle and bayonet. It's too big. It's too big. I think the length of this rifle, this rifle length was longer than my height. I think the length of each rifle was the 1.5 times of my feet. The longer one was made in Sweden, and the other is made in Russia. What is that? Ammunition cut and a cannon shell. And this is a cannon shell. It's too rough appearance, but that was big. Cannonballs and ammunition clamps. Turnip lamps and a lantern. Yo, this is old lantern which is used in the 18th century. Why are there so many boats in Suomenlinna? I think it's because Helsinki were touched to the coastline, and Helsinki is also near to the one of the most biggest Russian port, St. Petersburg. In other words, Leningrad. So that's why Helsinki had to protect themselves from the Russian occupation. So that's why That's why they invented and they construct the Suomenlinna Sea Fortress. For saving Helsinki city. Viapoly dry dock in 1808. Oh, it is a dry dock. Wow, that's too big. That's too large dock. And I'm really surprising that such kind of large dry dock was made in the early 18th century. The Swedish Archipelago Fleet's flag. スウェーデン島嶼艦隊の旗だって。The blue three-point flag of the Archipelago Fleet was used between 1761 and 1830. In addition to Viapoly, the Archipelago Fleet was squadron in Stockholm and Truk, among other locations. As of 1771, the unit was renamed Fleet of the Army. Oh, this blue flag and three how can I say, this free flag and this blue and three-point flag is the flag of Archipelago Swedish Archipelago Fleet. It's so cool. Model of a gun yawl used by the Swedish Archipelago Fleet. Oh. Wow, this ship contains a lot of field gun. And what is that? Toys found in Suomenlinna. Toys found in Suomenlinna around 1918 to 1945. Hey, who are you? Bust of the statue of Colonel Alexander Notara. Colonel Alexander Notara. I don't know who he is, but his face looks like full of such. His face seems to be search. Yeah, this is crafts and letters by prisoners held in Suomenlinna in 1918. The kettle was made of copper stripped from the roof of Suomenlinna church. The letter is a final letter of a prisoner to his mother as he was awaiting execution. Oh my god, that's to such letter. Russian Jubilee Badge. Russian Jubilee Badge. Centenary of the fortress garrison of Seabrook, 1908. The governing body of Suomenlinna. Oh my god, that letter. This letter is so such. This is so such letter. The kettle was made of copper stripped from the roof of Sovereign Church. The letter is the final letter of a prisoner to his mother as he was awaiting execution. 処刑執行前に自分の母に向けた手紙なんだって。なんか切ないね。This is a whole illustration of Somen Lindner. Yeah, as seeing the illustration, this fortress is so big. And also important point of this Helsinki city. Looking back again of this illustration, I feel this fortress is so large and also important point of Helsinki city. Yeah, the previous crest was the ancient Russia. The era of Russian Empire. And you can see some photographs which was taken on the World War II or other era. And there is a guide for the photo. Guide to the photograph. But there are many photographs, so I didn't pick it up. Items owned by the everyone of family who lived in Viapoli. So this is a uniform. This is a uniform was used around the 18th century. And this sword is also cool. Yeah, the dresses are so cool and beautiful. The woman's fashion, reproductions of dress used in the 18th and the 19th century. Uniforms. The uniform jacket of Russian infantrymen 1820 to 1850 and uniform jacket of a Russian artilleryman early 20th century. Okay, each crosses were used around the 18th century. The left dresses for the women, and the right side uniforms are made for infantrymen of Russia. Russian infantrymen. It's difficult. It's difficult to speak English. For me, I only have a chance to speak English in the YouTube streaming. Recently, I don't have opportunity to speak English in my daily life. So only this time is the time I can practice my speaking English. Well, cut me some slack. And yeah, now I'm in the inside of fortress wall. Inside of the fortress wall, so there are holes at some point of the wall. It is why those holes are carved on the wall. It's because the soldiers can aim and shooting the enemy from this tiny gun hole. So that's why there are holes were poked on the wall at some point. This is the appearance of the fortress wall. It is made by rock. It is made of piled rock. Looks like so stable. If thousands of the gun shells attacking on this fortress wall, the fortress wall will not break down. I promise. I promise. If thousands of cannon and gun shells attacking on this wall, the fortress doesn't break down. I promise. And this is the alley of inside the fortress wall. Yeah, inside the fortress wall was dark, so I couldn't see the stair. I couldn't see the stair before I stepped in front of the step. Before I walked in front of the step. Okay, here is one of the interesting exhibit. Here is one of the most interesting exhibit. The old gun cannon and the wheels. I think the left side of wheels were made for the mounted gun or cannon, but cannon was removed. But cannon was removed for now. The appearance of this wheel like a panjan drum, which was made in United Kingdom in the era of World War II. Yeah, that was interesting exhibit. Yeah, the shape of this wheel and appearance like a panjan drum, which was made in United Kingdom in the era of World War II. That was interesting. And I think this dry dog is what I saw in the museum. It was too big, and many ships were inside in this dry dock. Just before I read that this dry dock is constructed on the early 18th century. This is a picture of the cannon. I think it seems it's not cannon, but mortar, I think. And yeah, the bridge on the lake. Oh, it's not lake, it's sea. Bridge which is connected on the island to island. But the sea was frozen to white. Oh my god, the sea was frozen. So dark. The bridge across the water. As you can see, the water were frozen to white. Later, after seeing inside the museum, I'm walking I'm walking to the coastal line of this fortress. And there are some bunkers. There are some bunkers. I think the gun shells and cannonball were stored on this bunker, not to bombarded by enemy. Not to be bombarded by enemy. And yeah, here is the coastal line of Somenlinna Castle. That was beautiful landscape. Yeah, that's too beautiful landscape. I moved. 100% moved. But yeah, coastal line, they are covered on the mist. And I couldn't see that far from here. Hello, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to my stream. I hope you could enjoy all my streaming. Now I'm in the Somenlinna Sea Fortress. And walking through the coastal line. After seeing the coastal line, I aim to walk the, how can I say, 砲台。
霧が濃いですけど、見渡す限りの絶景です。
Artillery base. Now I'm aiming to go artillery base. And here is a big cannon, which is used in the old time. That's too big. And inside the cannon, inside the cannon, the coffee cup were trashed on inside the cannon. Yeah, anyway, I was very moved. I was very moved of the extent silhouette of this cannon. And also each cannon's preservation condition was so good. So I'm so sorry that I'm so sorry the video is so noisy. It's because the wind is so strong. I'm so sorry.
すごいな。
This cannon base so big.
何降りて乗っていいんすか？
And I could ride on the cannon casemate.
おお、すごい。
That is wonderful experience.
僕だけ実際戦の世界に入ってるような感覚。
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the I feel like I was in the era of World War II. Yeah, and also this bunker is also made for the stored cannonball or gun shell. And inside the bunker was so dark. I think this bunker used as a cannonball warehouse. And yeah, this cannon is also big. I'm very surprised at that. I wonder that how many people handle this one cannonball. Yeah, this Sovereign Sea fortress was constructed for the 抑止力って英語でなんて言うんだ。for the deterrence of the Russian Baltic Sea Fleet. So that's why there are mounted a lot of cannonballs on this fortress. Yeah, it's outstanding landscape. I really like it. It's a really outstanding landscapes. I really like it. And this is also the cannonball mounted on the casemate. I think this cannon is also used in the era of 18th century. No road and pavement maintenance during wait a minute. No road and pavement maintenance during the winter. So dangerous. Now is a February in the winter. Now is a February in the winter. That was so close. Fortification system. Suomenlinna is a bastion sea fortress that is irregular in shape as a result of being built on a cluster of rocky islands. The bastion's virtue and honor and the leveling good conciseness are part of the bastion zone built on the Suisari Islands in the 18th century. What is a bastion fortress? A bastion fortress is a base built for artillery and firearms defense. Three main zones can be distinguished in the fortress. Innermost is a main fortification surrounded by other fortifications with the ditch and the outer wall as the outermost elements. Bastion fortress is built according to the bastion system and its ideal plan resembles a star. In fortress plans, the relationship of the artillery range and the position of the fortification was calculated. Firepower was increased by placing embrasures and rifle loopholes on many levels. Bastion fortress fortifications were staggered so that the outermost fortifications protected the inner parts from enemy artillery. Thanks to the angular shape of the fortifications, the front of each fortification could be defended from the adjacent fortifications. だってさ、なるほどね。I see. So also thanks to the inner fortification walls, this fortress could be the very tough and strong fortress. Yeah, that's too large. That's too large fortress. I really enjoy the inside fortress. After seeing around the fortress, I go back to the Helsinki main city by riding on the water bus. I ride on the water bus to go back the Helsinki main city. And deck is also has their seat. Deck also has the seats, but no one doesn't sit the outside deck, outside seat. It's because the outside was so cold. Outside was so cold. It was about minus 2 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it just like it was Panjang. The previous picture, what I saw with a cannonball, with a cannon, mounted cannon, the appearance of wheel, which is removed cannon, looks like a Panjang drum in United Kingdom. So that's why I saved it. Okay, after go back to Helsinki main city, I continue to walk. And see around the Helsinki city. And now I entered to the Helsinki Modern Museum. Yeah, there are a lot of interesting exhibitions. But I couldn't understand everything. It's because there are a lot of interesting exhibits. But however, at some point, some exhibits couldn't understand as ordinary person, and some exhibits doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, this is Angry Bird. Do you know Angry Bird? You may see this character in the smartphone game or video game or smartphone game apply. I also have seen this character, but I didn't know the Angry Bird was made on Finland. I didn't know that. When Angry Bird was released on 10th December 2009, Few people could guess how the world would go crazy about this game made by a Finnish company. There had already been Finnish successes like Max Payne, but Angry Birds now launched a golden age for the Finnish game industry, with Clash of Clans later becoming its brightest star. All this had impact on the economy and image of Finland. It is no longer the country of thousands of mobile phone engineers that created Nokia, but also a Nordic miracle of innovation where courage, creativity, and capability for renewal come together in ways that continue to break down the boundaries of design. Yeah, I didn't know that the fact the Angry Bird was invented in Finland. Yeah, this silhouette and character was so cute. And yeah, it's understandable for the popular game all over the world. Yeah, it's understandable to become a popular game all over the world. This is how the world famous Angry Birds were born. Okay, next exhibit. 1847. I think this is shield, which is made in 1847. Inspired by, named after, and illustrating Paradise Lost by the English poet John Milton. The Milton Shield is one of the most widely known artifacts of the late 19th century. Okay, this copy of the Milton Shield was purchased for the predecessor of the Design Museum collection from Paris in 1878. And now this shield is in the Finnish National Museum. Okay. And yeah, this shield was depict various kind of 彫刻, various kind of statue, and each statue and each human and 模様. How can I say 模様 in English? Each human and pattern of design are so sophisticated. Yeah, that was very amazing. That was amazing. Fantastic. Yeah, each statue and pattern of designs are so sophisticated. I really like it. This is masterpieces This is good masterpiece. Milton Shield. And this exhibit, I couldn't understand the meanings. Also, I couldn't understand the meanings, but yeah, this kind of shape is rare. This kind of shape base. This kind of base shape is rare. I don't often see such like a base. This is a gun. Somi Kone pistol. This is a gun. It's called Somi Kone pistol. Somi means the Finnish nations in the word of saying in Finnish. War is destructive, infringing, suffering, and injustice. Throughout Finland's history war has affected not only its people, but Finnish design as well. The Suomi submachine gun from 1931 was created by the self-taught firearms design Aimo J. Lati, and is regarded as one of the best automatic firearms in the world. It was lighter, more effective, and more reliable than its predecessors. The Suomi submachine gun was exceptionally durable due to its close construction design. Finland won their independence from the Soviet Union during the Winter War in 1940, partially due to the reliability and innovation of the Suomi submachine gun. I see. Thanks to this submachine gun, Finland can get the independence from the Soviet Union. I see. And also this submachine gun was so sophisticated and 完成度が高い。The highly complete submachine gun. The Guardian Angel handbag. Graphic design, Caroline Beger, and industrial designer Hein van Dam established their vegan Van Dam brand in 2004 in Rotterdam and Netherlands. The Guardian Angel handbag are a statement and a reaction to violence experienced in Rotterdam during 2002. だってさ、面白いね。Yeah, anyway, there are various kind of exhibition. in this Helsinki National Museum. Yeah, that was very interesting place. That was interesting place. I couldn't understand all of the exhibitions. Display item. Yeah, this neck warmer is interesting. Hobbling is the color for cyclist. Color for cyclist with an airbag inside it. This product improves safety. What other ways are there to increase your own safety and that of others in traffic? Let me see. How about wearing? How about put on your helmet? How about put on your helmet on your head? Yeah, this neck warmer is interesting. The airbag is inside on this neck warmer. Yeah, that was interesting. And various kind of shaped clothes.あと並んでいる。And various kind of clothes. And the in the line. The various kind of clothes lined up in rainbow colors. Lined up. OK. 並んでいる lined up.覚えとこう。Yeah, various kind of clothes are lined up in rainbow colors. Colors. And there exhibited some furniture. I don't know the meanings and the purpose of this exhibit. But yeah, this ceiling light is interesting. This ceiling light is interesting shape. Okay, after seeing the design museum, I walk to the Arctic Museum. There are also various kinds of exhibits and displayed items. Home and city in the future. What if the future is not yet lost? What kind of changes and decisions in our society and our built environment must be made today to give us a bright tomorrow? Everything we build must be made to last. The buildings that are now under construction, or at least the materials used in them, must last for hundreds of years. Architects must improve their foresight skills and ability to look ahead much further than they are currently. The built environment must be developed within the limits of nature's carrying capacity in such a way that the environment increases well-being for both humans and other species. Yeah, here's like that. So this panel describes each material passing through each material passing through the, how can I say, 道のり passing through the way of passing, way of step, and combine the material and purpose for the goal to 2100. In other words, 22nd century. The offspring chair. Let me see. What is this? What is this? The Ariel Saline entry came second in the Chicago Tribune Tower competition in 1922. Oh my god! That's the big buildings. That's two tall buildings model. Here is a video of Tampere. Tampere is the second largest city in Finland, next to Helsinki. So actually I went to also Tampere after sightseeing Helsinki city. So please we have fun. Please we have fun. Also I got experience of travel in Tampere city. Okay, there are many pictures of buildings. And this is an instrument for sakuzu. This is a instrument for drawing construction plan of buildings. Okay, also there are a lot of miniature model for future or how can I say, or future buildings and the adapted or discarded plan for construction. And moreover, the famous landmark which is stayed in modern days. It is a competition. No, it is a building miniature model which won the competition in 1978. It's also interesting shape. And this is a future house. The future house is the most well known of all the houses Suroem design with mass production in mind, and which had manufacturing licenses in several countries. However, as a result of the rising price of plastic following the oil crisis of 1973, the production never really got underway. The house, initially intended as a ski cabin, consisted of reinforced plastic supported by 4 steel pillars. Look like that. The shape of this house, the silhouette of this house is interesting. I don't remember that such kind of plan were under constructed in around 1970s. But because of the oil crisis around 1973, the construction got underway. But it's nothing can be done. Okay, after seeing the Architect Museum, I went to the Helsinki Modern Museum. But this museum also there are a lot of exhibition and display item. But yeah, now is 0 a.m. in Japan. It's almost midnight. So I think it's time for cut up for today's stream. it's already 0 a.m. in the midnight. I think it's time to end up the stream. ちょうどいい時間なのでそろそろ終わりにしようかなと思います。The time is calling. This is I Am Maiden. So dangerous. So dangerous, I Am Maiden. And this is Guillotine. Wow. This is Guillotine. This machine is for execution of prisoner. Yeah, after seeing the few museums, I go back to my hotel by walk. And now I'm in the front of the Central Helsinki Central Museum. And to go back my hotel, but hopefully fortunately this time there are no snow piled. So the ground is also doesn't frozen. So I don't have to concern about the slipping on my foot. That was lucky for me. It's because it's February in the winter. The February is the most coldest month in the entire year. So I was very lucky to not to concern about the slipping on the ice. And it doesn't snow, so I'm very leisure of that. I felt relief of that. On taking on the Helsinki subway, I go back to my hotel. Hmm. 相変わらず人がいない。Same as always. same as always, there are few people. There are few people on the platform. It's because the population density is low. Population density is low in Finland. Anyway, I go back to my hotel and get the room key and enjoying the staying in the room. The room was very clear and neat. So that was very good room, and I enjoy the staying. I enjoy the staying of the hotel. I enjoy the stay at hotel. So after go back to hotel, I felt hungry, so I decided to go the restaurant is attached on the same building. But I'm really surprising the price. I was really surprised at the price of the dinner. Here is the drink menu. Here is the drink menu, but the most cheapest wine, even the most cheapest wine costs 7.6 euro. It's about 1,200 yen. So that was too expensive. That was too expensive for me. But if you don't order the drink, there's no water and there's no drink while you eating a meal. So nothing can be done. I ordered the most cheapest wine, but it costed 7.6 euro. But it's nothing can be done. If I didn't order the drink, they don't serve any drinks, neither water. So これはお通しですね。This is the first お通し。This is the first appetizer. The olive fruit. And salad was onion with cream cheese, sauced with olive oil. Yeah, that was too delicious. Here's the appearance of the inside the restaurant. The appearance looks like the expensive lounge. And I enjoy the pasta with mushroom sauce and topped with egg, topped with boiled egg. Yeah, that was delicious. But I wanted to eat meat or fish. But yeah, that was very delicious. But I wanted to eat meat or fish as a first dish of the first day of Finland. First day for traveling abroad. My appetizer doesn't enough. But lastly, I ordered the dessert as tiramisu. And this tiramisu was very good taste. But yeah, I was really surprised at the price of entire cuisines. It costed for 60 or 70 euros. No way, it was 70 euros and tipped, and finally it costed for 80 euros with tipped. That was too expensive. It's about 10,000 yen. 10,000 or 30,000 yen in Japanese yen. That was too expensive. 13,000 yen for one meal. That's too expensive. Come on. But yeah, nothing can be done. I didn't know the way of restaurant because it was first time for me to go abroad. Nothing can be done. It's also the experience for me. So after the end of this dinner, I decided not to go restaurant every night because of the budget was too high. because the price will be higher than I expected. Okay, this is a landscape from my rooms. Yeah, that was too good. And yeah, the hotel is built beside of the coastline, so you can see the reflection of the light in surface of the sea. Anyway, so the day one was finished. For now, thanks for getting along with me. I'm so happy to share my experience to everyone in my viewers. to my viewers. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. And well, the time is calling. This streaming will be end. I'm very happy to see you again. And next time I will go Tampere. The tomorrow stream I will introduce the day 3. The next day I will go Tampere, the second largest city in Finland. So please be awake and please have fun. I hope you could have fun. Thank you so much. Okay, anyway, thanks for coming everyone, and I hope you could come to my next stream. I appreciate. Thank you for spending time with me. This is virtual YouTuber, vocal mixer and bilingual singer who travel around electronic world and real world, Kirameki Rei. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Have a good sleep. Bye bye. See you.